Okay, so since I'm fighting algorithms and not people, I'm going to have to read this a little different, but I'm screen recording it so you can actually read along. So, Adbusters put on their website, which I'll link in the description, they plan on sieging a house in Washington that is white, starting September 17th. All right, all you peaceful activists. It's been 9 years since we set off the political earthquake of hanging out on Wall Street, laying siege to the NYC's Zuccotti Park, and inspiring thousands of similar peaceful protests all around the world. The Occupy anniversary arrives September 17th, 2020. It may be the perfect day to trigger another global Big Bang movement, a massive collective action on the sweetest kind of peaceful disobedience. The why hardly needs recitation, because for these 9 years, the shadows have only grown longer, inequality has soared, and not a single Wall Street CEO has spent a single night in behind bars for his role in the 2008 financial meltdown. Politicians and corporate bad people continue to savage the public trust with impunity. And all the while, this howling void of a person in charge, his sins too many to name, sits smugly atop a CORONA death toll that may surpass 200,000 Americans by Christmas. It's time again for dramatic, decisive action, which is why on September 17th, in the original and enduring spirit of Occupy, we and tens of thousands of fellow citizens will stream into Lafayette Square in Washington, D.C. We will lay siege to the house that is white, and we will sustain it for 50 days. This is the siege of the house that is white. A siege only works if it is sustained. We witnessed this, the multiplying power of a strategic occupation. 9 years ago, you dig in, hold your ground, and the tension accumulates, amplifies, and grows global. 50 days from September 17th to November 3rd. Let us once again summon the sweet, blank non-violence that was our calling in the Zuccotti Park. The siege of the house that is white will electrify the U.S. election season. It does not stop there. Drawing wind from Me Too, BLM, Extinction Rebellion, and peaceful protests against T-Man's lethal bungling of CV. We'll inspire a global movement of systematic change, a global spring, a cultural heave towards the true world order. What is our one demand? We want to collaborate with you, brainstorm tactics with you, spark a blank with you. We need your voice of wisdom, expertise to pull off a blank tone shift in our politics. If you would like to either contribute to or shoot the ish, drop us a line. You can read that, or submit your ideas to us using the form below. First, let's get our tactics in order, then let's screw up our courage, stuff our backpacks with the tools of nonviolent changing, and head to Lafayette Square with intelligence to match our spirits starting September 17th. Briefing number 2. Tactical briefing. Jammers, citizens, and activists. There are many ways to think about this. Sieging the house that is white is a beautiful jam, question mark? A civic exorcism, question mark? A spectacular scenario party for Dear D, question mark? All of the above, absolutely. But let's not ignore the dark forces at work. Time is short. We shall rely on WB to interpret the law justly in the interest of all Americans, question mark. On the police or military to drag T-Man from the house that is white when he loses. On the grace and civility of the alt-right hordes and bad people? Of course not. But now it's clear that T-Man and his sycophants will do nothing to prevent JB from taking office, including crippling the Postal Service. There is no limit to their cynicism, no end to their corruption. That's why it's critical for us, the people, to show our strength, to be there in the hundreds of thousands, invigilators of our great democracy, and remind this authoritarian regime of our significance, our will, and our power. The survival of the American experiment. The American spirit requires nothing less. We will not let DT steal the election. Phase 1 runs from occupy 9th anniversary, September 17th to Election Day, a 50-day siege on the White House. This is the siege, the house that is white. And if need be, we will be ready to reconvene at any time after that to endure the peaceful transition of power. So over the next few weeks, screw up your courage, stuff your backpacks with the tools of nonviolent changing, bring intelligence to match your enthusiasm. Together, we can resuscitate a sick and dying nation, reawaken its better angels, and rekindle the true essence of blank. Yeah. That's what this is all about, apparently.